You are good to go.
All right. So basically, a little bit of my background. I was a gymnast my entire life. Holly and I actually did gymnastics together growing up. And I did gymnastics all through college until I had a back injury that caused me to have to quit. And it was at that point I tried every crazy diet you could imagine. Like, I was a sophomore in college, and I tried, I think there was the crazy grapefruit diet. I think I tried that one. I was so nervous about gaining weight. I never had to think about it. Like, I was in the gym 16 to 18 hours a week. It didn't really matter what I ate, and I didn't eat properly at all. That pasta bar at college was just really easy to walk over and grab food. And so at that point, I got engaged my sophomore year of college. And I started, I moved back to Virginia, started back to school. Things kind of settled down. I was in a life with my fiance. Everything was good. We bought a house. Things were going great. Fast forward to 2009, when I got pregnant with my son and decided to stay home. And that's when I started my photography business. And at this point, after I had him, I was at my heaviest. And nursing was great. And I would start working out a little bit, but not doing a whole lot. And I started my own photography business, so things were going kind of crazy. And then I got pregnant with my daughter in 2012. And after that, I had just kind of had enough. I was not myself anymore. Having two kids, I didn't know who I was anymore, really. And I couldn't work out because of the injury to my back. I would try the elliptical and it would hurt, so I didn't know what I was really supposed to do. So it was, I guess, a year ago in March, so a little over a year ago, I started T25. Holly was not a coach yet. So I was actually under somebody else. And I went all in. I started watching what I ate for the first time ever, counting calories, and just putting healthier food in to my body. And I lost 20 pounds and 23 inches. It was amazing. I loved T25. I did the whole 10 weeks, and then I got Gamma, so I did 14 weeks total, and drinking Shakeology. And my coach at that point had approached me about being a discount coach, but I didn't want to do it. I thought I didn't have enough time. So I said no, and then I stopped drinking Shakeology because it was too expensive. I had two babies, and I just couldn't do it. And so at that point, I started training for a half marathon, finished the half marathon, but I started getting into the bad habits of eating the snacks. I'm a big snack person. So I would eat the snacks at night. I started drinking my soda again, and it was just, I fell back into bad habits. I think during this time, Holly might have approached me 2 different times about starting a business. And I still was like, no, I'm not going to do it. I have too much going on. I can't do this. And then finally, she had a 21-day fix group in May with all girls that I graduated school with, which made it even more fun. And I think I was like a week in, and I had pulled back out the picture, my after picture from T25, and put it next to my before picture from the 21-day fix, and was so mad at myself. I couldn't believe I wasn't in horrible shape, but I had no tone left. I had gained almost 10 pounds back from what I had lost. And I was so mad at myself. So I think it was almost completely through the 21-day fix. And I signed up to be a coach with Holly. I was finally like, okay, you know what? I'm just going to do it. I want to keep going with my shakes. I want to get the discount. And I've always been a kind of, if I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it. I'm not going to just, go in and do some of it. So I jumped completely in. And I started on May 19th. And on May 28th, I think, was when I got to Emerald. So it took me, a I guess, a week, 10 days. And I signed up my husband right away. He started Body Beast, and my sister signed up to do 220 or to do the 21-day fix. So those were my first two coaches. I got to build my husband, so I keep control of him, and my sister's on the other side. And really, that was just like, I had a conversation with Holly, and we were like, this is it. Like, if I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it. And so with that, I got my first two coaches, and I got Emerald. And then the next month was the Push to Diamond month from Beachbody. And they were giving away a t-shirt, which, as silly as it sounds, but it was my motor. I was like, I want that t-shirt. And so I pushed and I pushed, and I was one coach away by the end of June from going diamond. So by the end of July, I think it was official date was July 30th, was when I got the rank advancement for diamond. So it was a lot of work. I'm not going to say it wasn't, because it is, but I think consistency was the key, and just continuing and inviting. So that's where I'm going to get into my little list that I made of like the three main things that I have done throughout. And the one was just, is being consistent. So inviting, like, I have a list of people, and I invite every day. There have been days that I'll invite 20 people. My mornings, I have two kids. So my mornings start at 5 o'clock in the morning, and I work from 5 a.m. to 8 until they're usually up at 6:30. So I'm in the middle of that. I'm getting them breakfast and sitting them down and letting them have some time by themselves. But I work from about 5 to 8, and then I work out, and then I get myself together. And our schedule is going to change tomorrow because kindergarten starts. So school's back in session. But, I have those strict, 3 hours in the morning that I can get things done. And then again, after they go to bed is usually when I work at night. And in the middle of the day, I will answer messages if I get messages from different people, or I will send out messages to different people. But the big thing for me is messaging. And so I go through my Facebook. When you're on Facebook, on the little right-hand side, you can see everybody who's actually active on the chat. And that's been really helpful for me. I kind of go in there and I'm like, ooh, who's on? And I can send them a message, and I know that they're on, so I know that they're getting it right away. Because I know a lot of times you're sitting there and you're like, I didn't get an answer back. When are they going to answer me back? And this way, they're on. If they answer you, they answer you. Sometimes they don't. But a lot of times I will send out my messages to friends that I haven't talked to in a really long time. That way. I'll see that they're on, and I'll send them a quick message. I'll get on their Facebook page, look around, and I'll send them a message and be, oh, your vacation looked awesome, or your kids are so cute, or, just something to kind of break the ice and start talking. And I don't mention Beachbody at all. And I just break the ice with them with a general conversation. And then if they write me back, it's usually, how are you doing? What's new with you? What have you been up to? I've seen your posts. Sometimes they talk about the posts that I am putting up. Sometimes they don't. But that's a great segue into Beachbody. I just started this new business. I'm loving it. I'm in the best shape of my life. And I tell them a little bit about my story with it, but I don't invite them. I just tell them what I'm doing. I tell them what I've been up to and how it's worked for me. And a lot of times they're like, that's really great. And they move on. And sometimes that's really great. Can you give me more information? Or that sounds like so much fun. And then I continue in with, I have a challenge group starting, or I have this going on. So it's just a really great way to kind of break the ice with people, to get messaging back and forth before you have to really put that invite out there. And then there are those people who I have on my Facebook page or in my friends list that are already active in working out. They're posting pictures about healthy foods and clean eating, or different things like that. And so I feel with them, I can approach them in just a more direct way. So I might message them about, I saw this recipe you posted. It was great. Have you seen or heard of Beachbody and the 21-day fix? That's what I've started doing, and it's been amazing. They have great recipes. I have a group starting. Do you want to join me? It'd be so fun to have you. So on. And that I have gotten some people who, have talked about the business with me that way, who were still talking back and forth about the business. And I feel like sometimes when people start talking to you about the business, it's going to take a while. I mean, Holly messaged me 3 or 4 times throughout the course of her 9 months in business before I finally was like, yes, I want to do it. And I feel like sometimes when you take a little bit longer and you ask a lot of questions with those people, that you're really going to get those coaches that are going to jump in and they're really going to want to do it. So don't get frustrated when it takes a long time. There are some people that just joined my challenge group this month that I've been talking to for 3 months. Since I first started. They were in Holly's clean eating group when I very first started, and now they've finally signed up, because they've asked a lot of questions and we've talked a lot about it. So that brings me into your follow-up. When you message someone, whether it be a general conversation or an invite, follow up with them. Just because they don't write you back doesn't mean they didn't see your message. It just means they saw it when they were at the grocery store, or they saw it when they were about to jump in the shower, or their 2-year-old or 3-year-old, like my case, was pulling at them and they couldn't get to their phone to respond and they forgot. So just making sure that you're following up. And if you have that list of people and you haven't heard back from some of them, go back to the top of your list and start messaging them again. And I usually, with my follow-up message, I will usually say something like, hey, I'm just throwing this out there. My challenge group starts on the 17th. I know we had talked about it. Are you still interested? No pressure. Let me know either way. And I usually throw in the let me know either way a lot, because I don't want people to feel like I'm telling them, you have to do this. I want them to know it's okay if you tell me no. Because I feel like sometimes people won't message you back because they want to tell you no, and they don't want to be rude or be mean, or they feel bad telling you no. So I kind of throw that in there, and I feel like I have gotten people messaging me back and letting me know, like, hey, I just don't have the money right now, or this is just not going to work for me at this moment. So I definitely think giving them that kind of out, even though you don't want to, because you definitely want them to join you, but giving them an out and letting them know, like, that you're going to be here for them, whether they join your program or not. I have some people who I've been talking to for a couple months who are working out and they're doing their own kind of workout, who I continue to talk to. I'm like, you should really try that Shakeology. But they're just not there yet, and that's okay. And so we're still going to keep talking about different things, and I'm still going to keep in contact with them and motivating them. Just because they're not in my group doesn't mean I'm forgetting about them. And I think seeing that from their coach in the future is going to help them want to join your team. Because I feel like we are a really supportive and positive group. So I think that's really helpful. So I know that's all about messaging. So the other thing that I had was being the product of the product. So putting yourself out there. I think that was the hardest thing for me to start to do. I posted on Facebook, but it wasn't like multiple times a day. And it was mostly just pictures of my kids. I didn't like doing selfies. I was not a big selfie person. I would take my sweaty selfie and post it in a challenge group, and that wasn't a big deal, but I never really put myself out there on my personal page. So I think my first post was still during Holly's 21 Day Fix challenge group, and I just started doing posts about my workout. So it would be a picture of me working out, and then I do a lot. My kids are always in the room when I'm working out, so they tend to be in my selfies with me. So I would just started posting about the 21 Day Fix that way. And then I finished the 21 Day Fix, and I think I messaged it to Holly first. I was like, this is what I'm going to post, and I'm going to put my transformation picture on there. And she was like, you got it, you're fine. Because I needed the moral support. I was like, I can't do this. So I posted it on there, and that was in May, and I hit Success Club 10 in, a week? I guess, because I signed up on the 19th, so like a week, and I had Success Club 10, and it was because of that post. I posted my transformation, and people saw that I went from, granted, I didn't have a lot of weight to lose. Like, I lost 6.5 pounds and 8.5 inches during the 21 Day Fix, but I posted it, and your pictures show so much. So I always tell my challengers, I'm like, take a picture, because the numbers might go up, the numbers might not go down at all, but your picture should be like how you judge if you've changed or not. And you could see a significant change. And I think I had people commenting and messaging me, asking me if they could get in on the 21-day fix. And that's how I reached Success Club 10 the first month, was just by my transformation picture. People want to see you being a real person. They don't want to see you being perfect all the time. They want to see you, sweaty and gross and on the floor after a workout because you had a really hard time completing the workout. They want to see you as a person. And I think the more personable you can be with people, the more you're going to kind of pull them in and let them know that it's a safe place. Like you can be trusted and you can, you're going to help them along the way. I guess I just kind of stopped caring what other people thought, which was really hard. And, because I think we're all kind of brought up that way, that you have to make sure everything is, one way or another. And I think finally realizing that, like, it doesn't matter. I am who I am. And just kind of putting myself out there. And that has been the way that my posts, I think, have pulled people in. I've seen now that I've been posting a lot, that my posts aren't pulling as many people in. So I think messaging has really become like my main focus. I still post a lot during the day, but I'm trying to do, more of, Beachbody and fitness and health and like all that stuff has kind of, it's my lifestyle now. So everything kind of revolves around it. So a lot of my posts are about healthy eating or, different activities, but posting things about the kids and about your personal life and letting people in, I think is a really big, important thing to do. And then personal development. I never read personal development before. And now I try and make that my first thing I do every single morning when I wake up before I start working. I have all my books. I either have paperback or I have them on my iBooks on my computer. So I just pull them up and I read at least a chapter in the morning before I start. And I really think, this past week has been really hard between my photography business and my Beachbody business. Things have been really crazy and the kids are getting ready to go back to school. And I told Holly right before the call, I was like, I had a nervous breakdown. Like I had an anxiety attack on Saturday. I started shaking, like my chest got tight. I was like, I have so much going on. So I have gotten my planner out and have been planning things out like hour by hour. But I think too, the personal development, like I never read it before and it has kind of helped calm me down and made me kind of think about what I'm doing and why I'm doing it. And I just think it's amazing now. So those are kind of my three main things that I think I had. So if you guys have any questions.
Yeah. Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
So I think a big part of what our team does, and I don't know if Dara's talked as much to her coaches about it, but is signing up all of our challengers who buy challenge packs as discount coaches. So that I know that you did that with pretty much all of your coaches, and that's how you grew your team so quickly. Do you want to talk about just kind of how you introduce that to people, after they've said they want to buy a challenge pack?
Yeah. So there's a really great script that I guess we could post somewhere. That I use, but it basically, once I talk to people about the challenge packs, I will go in and say, it's a discount coach membership. And I think putting the membership on there makes it a little less intimidating. And I basically tell them, this discount coach membership is going to get you 25% off all your future purchases. So your Shakeology is now going to be 25% off. You're going to get a $2 shipping instead of, I think it's like $14.95 if you don't have it, for your shipping rate. And anything that if people see you doing something and they want to join you, Beachbody is going to cut you a check for the commission. There's no extra cost for you because you're already going to buy a challenge pack. If you don't want to stick with Shakeology after the first month, you call in and cancel everything. There's no strings attached. You can leave whenever you want to leave. There's no catch. You're already going to purchase a challenge pack. So if you purchase it this way and you sign up, you're going to now get your shakes I think you end up saving $30 a month between the shipping and the discount for the shakes. And that includes the $15 membership fee. So they're saving $30 a month. So, I mean, I try and save people money whenever I can. I'm a big coupon person. So, I think giving it to them that way, that you're going to be saving money. And if you don't want to do it, you don't have to. I think I've had one person who was kind of like, no, I can't do this because I'm going to be a coach. So I didn't sign them up as a coach. It doesn't really matter. And I tell them that, like, if you want to, you don't have to. Or I had somebody who, it's really funny that you brought that up, Holly, because I had a challenger last month who was like, I don't know, like, she has celiacs, so she can't drink or eat certain things, and she's very picky about her foods and stuff. And so she was like, I'm not quite sure I want to do the shake thing. I was like, purchase it, try it for a month. If you don't like it, or if it doesn't work for you, you can send it back. So she purchased it, and she just contacted me, and she wanted the link to sign up as a coach so she can get her discounts on her shakes. So I think, that's a big thing, signing everybody up that way. And that's how I did get almost to Diamond in June, was if I had known about it, if I had known about this little app. It's an app. I don't know if everybody knows about the app. There's an app that you can download onto your smartphone, or you can pull it up on the computer. I want to say it's TBB Coach.
Mobile.com.
Mobile.com?
Yeah.
Something like that. We can look it up and put it up there. But you can download it straight to your phone, and it's great because you put in everything. So once you talk to your customer, you tell them, okay, what flavor shake do you want and what challenge pack are they buying? So if it's, 21 Day Fix and chocolate, you put in their email address, you plug in 21 Day Fix, you click in chocolate Shakeology bag, and you send it to them, and it shows up in their email. And so when they open their email, it just go to the bottom and it says click to enroll, and they click on that, and they need to put in their personal information and their payment information, and they're done. So there's no more having to go onto the website and having to scroll through things and see the become a coach and see all this stuff, especially if they're going to be a discount coach. That can really throw people. So I think that little app is really helpful. It also lets you see people's status. So, which is kind of nice, because sometimes you send links to people and then you're like, you haven't bought it yet. Are you having trouble with the link? Or, and they've just forgotten or whatnot. And this is nice because you can see if they've opened it. And so at least if they've opened it and they haven't completed it, you can use that as a follow-up and being like, hey, I saw that you started your enrollment, but it hasn't been completed yet. Did you have any problems? Was there a snag in the system? Whatever. And you can talk to them about it that way. But yeah, so that was really helpful in June. And I did everybody that I signed up as a discount coach. And I think I ended up with like 8 coaches on each leg in the month of June, which was crazy.
Yeah. And I think another big part for you, you mentioned that you signed your husband up right away, which I know, we've all talked about a lot. But then once you hit Success Club 10,
I started filling it up. Yeah.
So he was one of your emeralds, right?
Yes, he is my emerald on my left leg. And so once I hit Success Club 10 in June, I started enrolling people under him. And I think I had sent people in. My mom signed up, and I was like, Mom, regardless, you're going under him. So I threw her underneath my husband. And then I knew a friend of mine, her and her husband were both going to sign up. And she wanted him to she got Extreme for him and 21 Day Fix for her. So they had 2 different workouts, but they both wanted to try the Shakeology. So they bought 2 challenge packs, and they both signed up as discount coaches so that they could both get the discount. And I put her husband under my husband. And I told her that beforehand. I said, when you look, it might say something about Tom McCann. It's my husband, but it's me, because I'm working his business. So don't worry about the name. I'm still your coach, so don't worry. And she had no problem with it. I think it's helpful that I knew her so that she wasn't like, wait, I think if you don't know the person personally, it might be a little tricky. But so I got him to Emerald in June, and it was because once I hit Success Club 10, I started kind of shifting things over to him. And he still only has 2 people. June was a really good month for me. I ended up with 26 Success Club points in June. And then I got 4 for my husband. So really I was at 30, but 4 were under him. And then July was tough. But I started July off with -2 Success Club points. I sold a challenge pack at the beginning of the month, and then I had 2 people who had returned their challenge packs. So I don't know if you knew that that could happen. It can happen. But I still reached Success Club 10 in July. And that was from, I think, the halfway point in July, I think, because I was on vacation for the first 2 weeks. So I really think just because you're not quite there with Success Club, be inviting and following up with people and just really being consistent. You have a setback, you're going to be able to push forward. And you have to have supportive people around you, because there's a few people on this call that I was messaging quite often being like, oh my goodness, I don't know what I'm going to do. But yeah, so I think, just really being consistent. And I think there was one other thing I forgot to add with the consistency thing, is the power hour. When I was in the Push to Diamond group in June, there was a power hour post, and I had not done that for myself. And so basically now I have, you can see kind of behind me, I have a giant dry erase board, and on there I have my coaches so that I can see kind of where everybody is. And if I have a discount coach that comes off, I know that I need to fill somebody's spot on that side. That's the other thing. When you are using the mobile app and you're signing people up as discount coaches, don't get nervous that if they drop out, you're going to lose your rank. Because if you continually sign people up as discount coaches, they're going to fill in those spots. So I've had some discount coaches that have only been on for a month and then been there was one girl who was in the process of looking for a job, and she was like, I just really can't afford it. I need to, stop doing the shakes and whatnot. And so she dropped down and she is no longer a coach, but I knew that she dropped out because I had it written down, and I was able to switch my placement and get a discount coach under her. So you're not going to lose your rank because of these discount coaches, because you're going to constantly be signing up discount coaches. So they're going to be filling in those spots as people, decide that they don't want to do it anymore. Or you can have discount coaches that end up signing up as a discount coach and then start doing the business. That happened to me this week. She signed up as a discount coach, got almost halfway through 21 Day Fix, and she was like, I want to do this. This is amazing. I've lost 6 pounds, and she's had people messaging her on her personal page already. So, you never know where those coaches are going to end up. But the power hour, I think, is really great too, because it gives you a set schedule for your work time. So I now know that when I hit my office at 5 a.m., I'm not going to scroll through Facebook and look at all the cute cat videos or whatever that are on there. But I'm going to, I'm going to check my online office. I'm going to, message. I think on mine I don't even know it by heart. I have to, I'm going to add 3 people to my network every day. I'm going to message 5 people, not Beachbody related. So I'm just going to do a general message to at least 5 people every day. 3 more messages are going to be invites or a follow-up is what I count my follow-ups kind of as my invites, because there's a lot if you count them separate. So I'm going to do my follow-ups and my invites at least 3 to 5 people a day. And then I go into business invites. I want to invite at least 5 people to the business every month. And that's business builders, not discount coaches. Because you're not going to build unless you get those business builders under you. Getting to Diamond is one thing. So now I'm there. So now if I want to push higher, I need to start making sure that I'm getting those business builders in there as well. So, inviting people that I think are going to be really great. And I think one of the things on the Push to Diamond group was make your team, design your dream team. If you could look at people on Facebook who would be amazing at this business, or friends and family who would be amazing at this business, make your team. Put them where you want them. It's a fake team, but put them where you want them. And then to invite those people and really talk to them and talk it up to them. And you never know who is watching. So posting those things and talking to those people. I've had people that I had not even liked or commented on things message me and be like, I want to do this. I'm like, I haven't talked to you in forever. So you never know who's watching. So just inviting and picking those people for your business and inviting them. And then I go into checking my groups. So if you have challenge groups running, making sure I check in with them every morning. My free groups, making sure I check in with my free groups. I've got a lot of groups now. My fitness, my like page, I check in with that. And then after my challenge groups, I have what I call a VIP challenge group page. So I have a lot of challengers who are, they don't want to be on Facebook, like out and about their fitness on their personal page. So they like the aspect of the challenge group being a closed group. So I have made a closed VIP group. So all of my challengers then get filtered into my challenger VIP group so that they are still in a closed group where they feel like they can still share about things, but nothing's public. So I have my like page where some people share publicly, and then I have the VIP page, which is a closed group, so that they can feel that like close-knit community kind of feeling. And we still do little challenges, and I still post things about, fitness and health. And, I think one of my posts this week was like soda and what it actually does to your body. Just different things like that still go on my VIP page, but it's closed. And so they can comment on it and feel like nobody's watching. But yeah, I think that's it. Holly, are there any other questions from you or things I forgot?
No, I was just going to say, I think as new coaches, sometimes, you're like, well, do I need a like page? Do I need a VIP? What is the most important thing? And I think, you said it a bazillion times. It is just inviting. Mm-hmm. And so I think inviting and being a product of the product on your personal Facebook page. Like,
I did not get my like page until a few weeks ago, I think. After you finally set it up. Yeah. And I did my VIP page after my first challenge group just because I wanted them to have something to go into. So
yeah. So I think that's important. The like page is really great because you can run like ads on it. Mm-hmm. But in the beginning, I think your like page is where you're going to get your challengers. Your personal page. And that's not Melissa to Diamond. The like page then comes after, and it's a more, you're going to grow that more slowly, work into your cold market, but definitely focus on your personal page first, just like Melissa said, and the messages. So,
So my 3 big things, I guess, just to sum it all up, was just be consistent, inviting, getting your power hour in every single day, being a product of the product, and sharing. Don't care what people think, just share with, and do your personal development. I think that's just.
All right, guys, you are all unmuted. You guys hear? You guys have questions for Melissa, for me? Any questions about, different things she talked about?
No, you did a great job, though.
Thank you. All right. And I have, so for those of you on my team and in my team page, you guys know that, we have our team website, scripts are up there. So there's 3 different scripts available. Sorry, this is getting a little crazy. Okay, there. It's quieter. Sorry. There are 3 different scripts available to talk about the discount coach option. So I'll get the script that Melissa uses because I think she kind of combines some different aspects of those and her own wording. And I can add that to our team page as well. And then for those of you on Dara's team, I'm happy to give you guys our link and password to our team page. And I'll just post it on the post about this, the little post that I put in Dara's group, just so you guys can kind of take a look around. And the other thing Melissa mentioned was the Push to Diamond group. So I just started a Push to Emerald group, which starts tomorrow, and we have a Push to Diamond group starting tomorrow as well. So any of you from Dara's team that are on this call, if you guys are interested in joining, feel free to join. The Push to Emerald group is only 7 days, and the Push to Diamond group is 4 weeks. So it is much more intense. There's videos. Like Melissa said, you're going to be building your dream team. It's for those people who are really ready to build your business. If you're serious about this and you're ready to make diamond, then that's a group for you. And it's a great environment. my Push to Diamond group was amazing. I found my success partner in that group. So, you're going to meet some great people who are going to be super successful in this business. So if you guys are interested in joining and you aren't already in the groups, just send me a message.
And Molly, I was going to say, I have a script. I kind of used a couple of the scripts for the discount coach from the website, and then I tweaked it a little bit. So I'll send you what I've been sending to people, but I haven't had no one asks me, and I don't know if it's because these people trust me or what, but it's like no questions. Oh, this sounds great. They just click and they go.
Perfect. Okay, yeah, send it to me.
I think everybody loves to save.
Right.
So I think when they hear that, like, they can sign up, it costs nothing extra, and they're going to save money every month, it's like a no-brainer. I don't know, to me. Although it took me a year to sign up to do it. Yeah,
I think one thing to remember as a new coach, and that, I was scared of, is just have the confidence in what you're selling and what you're talking to people about, right? Melissa truly believes that he's saving people money, right? She doesn't think, oh, I'm pushing this discount coach option on them so that I can rank advance. She's thinking, no, I'm helping them save $30 a month, just like I would want to do. So, don't make yourself feel like some sleazy salesperson, because you're not. You're giving them the option to save money. And so, just keep that in mind. And I think the same thing with Shakeology. I have so many people who are like, so many new coaches just have issues selling Shakeology with the challenge packs. And, you guys drink Shakeology. Why do you believe in it? What does it help you do? For me, I'm just not a super healthy. I don't love vegetables. I will eat a ton of fruit. I don't eat a lot of vegetables. And I also know in the last 12 months of challenge groups, people who drink Shakeology lose double the weight of my people who don't. And that is what I tell people. They lose 10 pounds 10 to 15 pounds on average, or 3 to 6 pounds without Shakeology. So if they want to do this and they want to lose the weight, it truly is the best way to do it. And I've seen that, and I've seen those results. So just have confidence in what you're saying, and think of, what you're offering them is, it's the lifestyle change they want. They're coming to you because they want to lose weight and they want to feel better. And so you're providing them products to do that. You're not, just trying to sell them like a necklace or something. This is something that will change their life, and they're asking for it. They are. So I think it's having that confidence that you're giving them something to better their lives, not a shake because it's going to be a reoccurring, commission for you.
Yeah.
So sorry, I just had to put that out there. Because I know in the beginning I was really scared when I started saying, sign up for the discount coach option. That was, I didn't want to feel salesy.
Yeah. I think that all goes back to just sharing what you're doing and putting yourself out there, because if people see you doing it and see you drinking it, they're going to be like, wait, what is that? And that's just a really easy way to be like, this is what it is, and I absolutely love it. I don't think anybody on here, I hope not. I think everybody's drinking Shakeology and everybody loves it. And making sure you share those great recipes when you post them on there. I think when I shared my favorite Butterfinger recipe on there, I think that's the one that I've gotten the most. Like, people were like, wait, what is this? Can I make it with this? Can I do this on that? And I have gotten so many people that are like, this is amazing. Just because of posting the recipe on there. Yeah. And does everybody know what a success partner is?
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Because I had to look it up when Jamie and I looked it up together. But yeah, it's just somebody who is kind of at your same level that you can work with and share ideas with and push off of each other to help each other and motivate each other to rank it, or to, you're having a really hard month, they're just there to support you. What's our video? We're dating now. So Jamie's my success partner. And so, it's like we're dating. We have a relationship. But it is, you can look at it. If you look up on YouTube, Success Club or Success Partners, you'll get kind of like the gist of it all. But it has been really good, because when you're having a bad moment, you can get on there and be like, oh my goodness, and you can kind of vent, and that person's there to kind of pick you back up and push you along. So it's really nice. So I just wanted to clear because I was like, I have no idea what that means.
Yeah. And I think it's Melissa made a really good point that like she had a huge month and then she had like a really tough beginning of July. And so maybe you're like not starting as fast as Melissa, right? Maybe it's rough for you in the beginning, or maybe you have a quick start and then there's like nothing. Just remember, I mean, it's just not, this business is not consistent. And that's what really goes back to personal development. And having a success partner, having like a husband or a significant other to like be like, this is rough, and have them kind of pick you back up when your personal development like is taking a little longer. Right. Just, and I think it's easy to say everyone's success looks really easy from the outside. So Melissa went diamond in 65 days and she's just like rocking it. Well, she is, but she also started a month at -2 Success Club points, right? And so it's picking yourself back up, when you have 30 Success Club points one day and -2 the next, right? That month starts back at -2. That's rough. And we all go through that. So, don't feel like you're alone in building this business and having those rough times.
Yeah, that 0 pops up there and
everyone.
Exactly. It's very sad. You see that 0 and you're like, oh, all that hard work and it's just over and it's gone. But I sold a challenge pack and I was up to 2 and I was like, sweet, like I'm in my first week of July and I got 2 success points. We're going good. And then I got home from vacation, or it was the day before I left from vacation, and I was like, I'm at -2. I didn't know that was possible. I didn't know that if you got a return, like they take your success points away. So it was a learning experience. And definitely I tell my customers now, like, if you have problems, if you're going to return something, let me know. Talk to me about it, because you don't want to be blindsided like that.
Yeah, I think the same for your coaches as well, right? If you have coaches who are looking like they're going to check your coach online office, and when you see inactive in red, that means if they do not get a new Shakeology shipment or 90 PV, they're going to go inactive the next week. So make sure you're following up with those coaches just so you can kind of keep those legs balanced and you don't lose rank because you had a discount coach.
Yeah, I currently have a discount coach who has not paid her $15.95 fee. And so I followed up with her, and she's taking like the month off because they're going on vacation and this and that. Once school starts back up in September, because she's in Jersey, so when school starts back up in September, she's going to start with shakes again. And so I reminded her, I was like, they've sent you an email, they've sent me an email, you need to pay the $15 in order to keep with the discount program, because if they drop out of the discount program, they have to wait 6 months before they can come back. So you want to make sure, like, if they're planning on coming back and they want to keep that discount, they need to stay at least, if they go inactive, they go inactive for the month. Right. Fine. But they need to keep that $15 payment in, so that they are still a coach, because if they want the shakes and they want the shakes at a discount, they need to maintain that status of a coach. And so, I've said that to her. We'll see what happens. But yeah, I think that's important too, because you don't want them to accidentally lose that.
So wouldn't that, like, what, cancel her credit card or something?
Yeah, it might be a credit card issue, that her card is expired or whatnot, because she hasn't canceled her coach membership. So I don't know if it's just her card is not active, or if there's not money on the card or whatnot. So, just making sure you're following up and keeping tabs on that in your online office, so that they can get it fixed if they want to get it fixed.
And one other thing I will say about Melissa, and she mentioned it with Success Partners, right? She was on a call. I mentioned Success Partners. She had no idea what it was. And so she just went out and found a YouTube video. So there are so many resources out there. I mean, you can watch Beachbody YouTube videos like 8 hours a day.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. And it will take up so much of your time. But there are
multitask.
Yeah, there are amazing resources out there. Exactly. Multitask. Put it on in the background.
I put on, what's that?
Yeah, I play them in the background. So I'm doing it, like, I make my scripts and I'm inviting people and I'm following it up and stuff, but I've got them playing in the background. So, and then if something catches my ear, like, oh, I need to write that down, I can rewind and listen to it again.
Yeah.
But it's kind of like, I don't know, it's like listening to classical music when you're studying for school or something. It's like,
Yeah.
it's osmosis. It's going to get in my head.
Yeah. I listen to YouTube videos constantly while I am editing for my photography business. So when I'm in my little hole in the basement is what I call it, my office, I have YouTube videos running, and when I am in the shower, I'm listening. When I'm in the shower, I listen to Shaun T, his podcast. So him and I take a shower together every day. But no, I listen to Shaun T's Define Your Life every day while I'm in the shower and when I'm getting ready in the bathroom. So I'm getting my personal development in not only through reading my books, but through like the podcasts that I listen to. Shailene's another good one that I listen to. But I really Shaun T. I just love him. So he's my go-to. But yeah, so
Coffee chats now.
what's that?
He does like coffee chats.
With the Facebook Live. Yeah, I haven't caught one yet. I think I've seen one that he did.
Hilarious. You're hilarious.
I just love him.
Well, do you guys have any other questions for Melissa? I know it's late on a Sunday night, so thank you all for being on. For Melissa,
Yeah, thank you.
yeah.
Oh, I have a general question just for the group. We have our size group starting tomorrow.
Yes.
Yeah.
Amy just set it up, so we'll add you right now.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was going to say.
Oh.
It was just set up. Yep, we'll add you.
Thank you.
So there's a size group starting tomorrow, and then one day group starting tomorrow, and we have all the training groups starting. Melissa, you have a group starting. If anyone needs to put people in groups, there are a lot of people. All right. Well, thank you guys so much, Melissa. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Nice job.
Yay, thanks.
We'll talk to you guys later.
All right, bye guys.
Bye.